Good evening. This is our opportunity as a staff to, at this point, conduct our public briefing on Phase 2 redistricting. This will be the briefing on the revised Board Recommendation 3, also known as BR3. For this presentation, our Chief Operating Officer, Bill Heiser, along with staff, Kyle Roof, will take us through this public briefing.
President Silkworth, Vice President Dent, members of the board, and Dr. Bedell. I am Bill Heiser, Chief Operating Officer of AACPS. This is a briefing on Phase 2 redistricting, which will summarize the most recent revised Board Recommendation 3, known as BR3, that the Board of Education moved forward for public briefing and hearing. And I'm joined by my colleague,
Kyle Roof, Executive Director of Facilities.
During this presentation, we will be using several acronyms, so I'll take a moment for you to review them. This agenda outlines the key topics we will cover, starting with an overview and comparison of the recommendation. We will then detail the notable areas of changes for revised BR3. Finally, we will outline the next steps in the Phase 2 redistricting process. I will begin with an overview and comparison of the revised BR3 recommendation against the current boundaries. At its November 5th, 2025 meeting, the Board of Education considered the recommendation of 6 proposed redistricting plans for Phase 2 of the school system's comprehensive redistricting process, subsequently eliminating all but one plan and creating a single amended plan to move forward to public hearing. This public briefing is specific to the single amended plan referred to as Revised Board Recommendation 3. This screen shows key metrics of revised BR3 compared to the current boundaries. Relative to the current boundaries, revised BR3 increases overall distance traveled, increased by approximately 400 miles, and impacts approximately less than 1% of the Phase 2 students. In revised BR3, only one feeder pattern change is introduced, and it's a split articulation. A portion of the students living in the Nantucket Elementary School zone are rezoned to Arundel Middle School and Arundel High School. In looking at the revised BR3 redistricting recommendation, there are 7 schools that would be under 70% utilization, 25 schools within the 70 to 90% utilization, 20 schools within the 90 to 100% range, and 1 school at the 100 to 110% range, and 0 schools over 110%. If no boundary changes are implemented, 7 schools will remain over 100% of the state rated capacity. Revised BR3 includes the legacy provision whereby students that will be entering 12th grade in school year 2026-27 will have the option to remain at the high school to which they are currently assigned. Students electing to remain at their current high school will be required to enter a legacy student transfer portal. Transportation will not be provided for legacy students opting to remain at their current school. All other students will be required to attend their newly assigned schools. Current magnet school assignments will be honored. Students currently enrolled in a magnet program at a secondary school will continue to be enrolled in their currently assigned school. Magnet school transportation will continue to be provided. For example, under revised BR3, magnet students whose home school is currently Annapolis High School and who are enrolled in the Annapolis High School IB program will remain enrolled at Annapolis High School regardless of boundary assignment changes. Apex Arts will also remain at Annapolis High School under revised BR3. The SRCs for Crofton High School and Davidsonville Elementary School, which were previously under review by the IAC, have now been approved. Crofton High School received approval on November 6, 2025, with an increase of about 54 seats, bringing its updated SRC to 1776. Davidsonville Elementary School was approved on November 7, 2025, with its SRC adjusted to 694. These changes keep each school operating at an optimal capacity based on the 2024-25 student count data. Next, we'll review the notable areas of boundary changes contained in revised BR3.
For revised BR3, it should be noted that the utilization percentage located in the BR3 column are representative of the school year 24-25 students and are not reflective of development or growth numbers or the unofficial enrollments that were shared at the October 15th meeting. In Area A, boundaries are modified for Four Seasons, Piney Orchard, Odenton, and Seven Oaks Elementary Schools, such that the northern portion of Piney Orchard Elementary School would stay at Piney Orchard Elementary School, Arundel Middle School, and a portion of Four Seasons Elementary School will be rezoned to Piney Orchard, and the western portion of Odenton Elementary would move to Seven Oaks Elementary. Additionally, a slight boundary change is made to the addresses of 442, 444, and 448 on North Patuxent Road to move them from Piney Orchard to Odenton. In Area B, the revised BR3 plan reassigns students from Davidsonville Elementary School to Central Elementary School. The current boundary between Central Elementary School and Edgewater Elementary School is maintained. Students residing in the South River Colony neighborhoods north of Central Avenue will not be rezoned and will continue attending Central Elementary School. In addition, students living in the Gingerville, Poplar Point, and Will Eleanor communities will not be rezoned to the Annapolis cluster, and those will remain in their current assignment for elementary, middle, and high school. In Area C and revised BR3, adjustments to the boundaries between Belvedere Elementary School and Arnold Elementary School, as well as between Severna Park Elementary and Folger Mackenzie Elementary. In Area D and BR3, we maintain the boundaries for Chalk Point and Shady Oaks communities at Deal Elementary School. Finally, Area E in revised BR3 maintains the current boundary of Hillsmere Elementary School, Georgetown East Elementary, and Eastport Elementary. When we review the movement charts for the revised Board Recommendation 3, the following current student count changes are noted. At Two Rivers, no boundary adjustments are made, and the school would remain at 94% utilization using the 24-25 enrollment data. At Piney Orchard, we see a net gain of 34 students to achieve 89%. At Seven Oaks, 72 students are gained from Odenton Elementary, giving it 83% utilization. At Odenton, 72 students are rezoned to Seven Oaks to achieve a utilization of 90%. At Watchapel, no students are rezoned and it retains its current utilization. At Four Seasons, 35 students are moved to Piney Orchard to get the school at 97%. Lastly, there are no boundary adjustments between Crofton Elementary and Crofton Meadows. In Area B, revised BR3 recommends moving the Glen Isle and the Hamilton neighborhoods from Davidsonville Elementary to Central Elementary. This move reduces Davidson Elementary to 96%. For Central Elementary School, 27 students are gained from Davidsonville. The result is a utilization at 97%. Under revised BR3, the boundary between Central Elementary School and Edgewater Elementary is maintained. In Area C, Revised BR3 adjusts elementary school boundaries in Broadneck and Severna Park clusters. Arnold Elementary School gains 88 students from Belvedere. This adjustment brings the utilization under 100% for Belvedere Elementary. And Severna Park Elementary gains 54 students from Folger Mackenzie Elementary. In Area D in the southern cluster, revised BR3 maintains the Chalk Point and Shady Oaks communities at Deal Elementary School and brings its utilization up to 79%. Shadyside Elementary boundaries remain unchanged with a utilization of 60%. Tracy's Elementary School boundaries are adjusted to bring utilization below 100%. In Area E, revised BR3 makes no adjustments to the elementary school boundaries for Eastport Elementary School, Georgetown East Elementary, Hillsmere Elementary, and the Annapolis cluster. For middle school boundary adjustments, revised BR3 has a split articulation pattern for Nantucket Elementary School, or Area A, on the map. A split articulation is proposed for a portion of Nantucket students highlighted in the hatched green and yellow area. Students north of Nantucket's building that access Rydell Road would move from Nantucket Elementary School to Arundel Middle School following their 5th grade year. In addition, there is a boundary adjustment for a portion of Arundel Middle School students to attend MacArthur Middle School. In Area B, the portion of Edgewater Elementary that includes Gingerville, Poplar Point, and Will Eleanor communities would continue to attend Central Elementary and revised BR3. In Area C, Jones would continue to attend Severna Park Middle. In revised BR3, 103 students would move from Arundel Middle School to Arundel Middle School from Crofton Middle School, and 47 students would move from Arundel Middle School to MacArthur Middle School. Using school year 24-25 enrollment data, utilizations would be 99% at Arundel Middle School, 93% at Crofton Middle School, and 62% at MacArthur Middle School. In Area B, no boundary adjustments are made between Central Middle School and Wiley H. Bates Middle School in the Annapolis cluster. Students living in Gingerville, Poplar Point, and Will Eleanor communities will remain in the South River cluster. For revised BR3 at the high school level, the recommendation maintains the articulation patterns introduced at the middle school level in areas A, B, and C, while maintaining the Apex Arts Magnet program at Annapolis High School. In revised BR3 Area A, Arundel High School, Crofton High School, and Meade High School boundaries are adjusted. Crofton High School will decrease from 107% to 97%, while both Meade High School and Arundel High School will have utilizations below 100% following implementation. In Area B, Annapolis High School, Severn Run High School, and South River High School boundaries remain unchanged, and the Apex Arts program will remain at Annapolis High School.
Now I will transition into the impact that the recommendations will have on transportation and legacy students. Our transportation division compared the number of walkers in revised BR3 to the current boundaries, and there was no significant difference between the recommendations. Then they compared the estimated bus riders for revised BR3 to our current number of bus riders, and again, there was no significant changes. Next, our transportation division compared revised BR3 to our current bus routes. Under this recommendation, there is no increased need for bus transportation within the study area. In the revised BR3, students entering 12th grade in school year 26-27 may stay at their current high school by registering through a student transfer portal before the school year and providing their own transportation. To get to the anticipated number of legacy students, we first looked at the grade level breakdown on students at the high schools that will be rezoned in Phase 2. Approximately 24% are 12th graders. We then took this information and used to approximate the number of legacy students from the movement chart numbers. Under revised BR3, the estimated number of students not subject to rezoning in school year 26-27 is 58. Under revised BR3, redistricting is fully implemented at the start of the school year 27-28. Once again, the impact of the legacy students remaining at their schools under revised BR3 has the greatest impact at Crofton High School. Crofton High School would be at 100% in school year 26-27, should all the legacy students decide to stay. Arundel High School and Meade High School would be under 100% utilization for revised BR3 if all legacy students stay at their currently assigned school. Following full implementation in school year 27-28, all high schools subject to the legacy school provision will be below 100% utilization. Finally, I would like to review the key dates and next steps in the Phase 2 redistricting process. On the screen are the key dates that we've had for the redistricting Phase 2 process. The next steps include 2 public hearings. The first will be held on Thursday, November 13th, and the second on Monday, November 17th. The board is scheduled to adopt a redistricting plan on November 19th that will go into effect in August of 2026. In December, the legacy portal will open. And by January, the legacy portal will close to allow staffing and projections to be completed. Development of the new and updated bus routes would take place between February and July 1. And again, the redistricting plan takes effect in August of 2026. More information can be found on our website, aacpsredistricting.org. You'll find an updated interactive web tool with the revised BR3 recommendation, as well as supporting documents on the Phase 2 redistricting process. This concludes today's briefing. Thank you again for watching.